getting out of your comfort zone isn't always the answer. We've been told endlessly that comfort is the enemy, that only risk and discomfort bring growth. But what if we've been misunderstanding this all along? The comfort zone isn't your prison. It can be your greatest ally. For decades, motivational gurus, high-performance coaches, and business leaders have been repeating a phrase to the point of burning it into our minds. You must get out of your comfort zone. The message is clear. Comfort is the enemy of progress. If you want to achieve something, you have to make yourself uncomfortable, take risks, and expose yourself. And of course, there's some truth to that idea. Growth often comes from discomfort, from facing the unknown. But the problem isn't in the advice, but in the exaggeration. Over time, the concept became dogma. Today, it seems that comfort is a sin and that any sign of stability means stagnation. As if enjoying routine, feeling secure, or maintaining a space of calm were a weakness. Where did all this come from? The phrase comfort zone comes from psychological studies from the mid-20th century. Researchers found that when we are too comfortable, we tend to perform less. But they also discovered that under too much stress, performance plummets. The ideal point is balance. Enough security to feel stable, enough challenge to keep us awake. Over time, this idea became simplified in popular culture. If you want to grow, get out of your comfort zone. The problem is that this simplification erased the most important part. Comfort is not the enemy. In fact, it is the foundation from which we can grow. What if what we call the comfort zone is actually the place where you have the greatest potential to develop? Imagine a musician who practices their instrument every day in the same place, at the same time. Their routine may seem monotonous, but it is precisely this repetition that creates mastery. The comfort of a stable environment allows you to explore more deeply within your art. The same is true for an elite athlete. Yes, they occasionally push themselves to extreme training, but most of their progress comes from repeating comfortable patterns, training at the same time, getting enough sleep, eating predictably. That stability is what makes them strong. Science also gives us examples. Albert Einstein didn't spend his days jumping from adventure to adventure. He spent hours in the comfort of his desk, surrounded by notebooks and whiteboards, delving into complex problems. His intellectual comfort zone was the fertile ground for his discoveries. Comfort doesn't kill growth. What does is a lack of purpose. A stable environment isn't synonymous with passivity. In fact, it can be the best environment for growth because it eliminates distractions, reduces fear, and allows us to focus on what truly matters. Comfort gives you the energy to challenge yourself when the time is right. It's like a safe haven from which you venture, knowing you can always return to recover. Stability isn't stagnation. It's the foundation that supports your leaps. The always get out of your comfort zone narrative has created another trap, an obsession with discomfort. Many young people today believe that if they're not constantly on the verge of collapse, they're not progressing. They immerse themselves in extreme routines, grueling jobs, relentless entrepreneurship, and endless travel. They think discomfort is a sign of success, but the result is often the opposite: burnout, anxiety, and frustration. Take the case of some Silicon Valley entrepreneurs. Inspired by the idea that discomfort is growth, they worked 16-hour days, slept in offices, and sacrificed health and relationships. Yes, some built multi-million-dollar companies, but many more ended up exhausted, depressed, and unwilling to continue. Now tell me, do you think the comfort zone is an obstacle or an opportunity? Leave it in the comments and subscribe for more myth-busting reflections.